everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Melanie. I do food hauls and other bits and pieces. I don't edit, so if anything happens I'm not editing it out. I have done what I am now going to call part one of my weekly food shopping. I did go to the shop on Tuesday and spent about £20 at Asda, but I couldn't be bothered filming it for lots of different reasons. But I thought I would film today's because firstly I spent £27.56. I mean, not on many items, 12, and some of it is what I would get tomorrow if I did go to Asda as well, which I'm not really shopping much in Asda because, I don't know, I just don't like Asda as much these days, but there are things I get from Asda that are cheaper and that I can't get anywhere else. I can get these anywhere else, but I have got a pack of 7 dental chews, and then I got 3 chopping boards because even though we've got 5 that I can see, one's slightly bigger than this, one's slightly smaller, and then I've got the small ones. I was hoping to get some of these ones. It is actually being washed. It does look dirty. These are actually starting to smell a little bit, and I can't get the smell out of them, and they're doing my head in. But I would like to get at least one small one. So if anyone knows where you can get chopping boards that are literally half this size or smaller, not tiny, let me know. But these were, what were they? £4.50, which I didn't think was bad. You get a green one. It's not actually showing the true green of this. You get a green, you get a grey and a blue. It's not really focusing. And I have got a similar one here. This is a bigger one. Again, needs throwing out. It's definitely, well, I don't even use this one because I don't like big ones. I prefer 2 smaller ones, unless that is going to go straight in the recycling bin, actually. I think I'm going to put them all in except for the biggest one, which is this one. Because I've not had this one that long. I probably got that in a supermarket. But yeah, we do like the small ones. Someone, not me, uses the small chopping boards as plates. If they're making a sandwich, they don't put it on a plate, they disappear with a chopping board. Then all the chopping boards go missing. There is actually one missing. Because there's the 3-pack that I got from B&M ages ago, probably a couple of years ago, which is white, blue and green. And then we've got a grey one, which is slightly smaller, that I got from somewhere. Then we've got the green one, which is slightly smaller than that. Then we've got a white one. And the white one's the only recent one. But yeah, they'll disappear with all the breadboards. And then I'll be like, no, well, chopping boards. But where are they? Oh, they're in the living room. So yeah, definitely need to get them. And whilst they're away, I can chop the other one, throw the 4 out. Don't know where the other one is when I find that can be thrown out. And I need to try and get some smaller ones. Even if it's just only 1 or 2 would be better. These were on a really good offer, and since coming home and realising they were only £1.98, they had £1 something off. I should have got 2 because it works out cheaper than me getting an 8-pack. Not massively cheaper, but I didn't think of that when I was there. I went up the cereal section because ever since I got ill, and I'm still ill, it's not going away yet quickly. It's clinging on. It's been about 5 weeks nearly, 4.5 weeks. I'm a lot better than what I was. I've gone off a lot of food, and normally I go off food when I'm ill, and normally when I start to get a little bit better I start to go back on it. There's still a lot of food that I don't want to eat, that when I think of, I'm like, no. If I cook it, it makes me feel nauseous and I can't eat it. And the only cereal I've got in is Weetabix. I opened a new box last night that had 48 in. Didn't enjoy them. I do have a box of shredded wheats, the big ones. Are they called shredded wheats? Don't even want them. So I went up the cereal section, got distracted because they've got the custards and jellies and stuff. I was like, oh, I might get a branded tin of rice pudding. I wouldn't mind that, because in the cupboard I've got a tin of Lidl's rice pudding. And based on the fact that when I got an Aldi's own one, I don't think I'm going to like the Lidl one, because the Aldi own was not only watery, it tasted really weird, so I couldn't eat it. So instead of spending £1.60 on 1 can of rice pudding, because obviously I'm not going to eat a full can, I got this 2-pack instead, mainly because it says salted caramel. I mean, I hope I like them after I've bought them. But these were £1.24. So instead of spending £1.60 on a can, which the other half might get wasted, these individual pots, which I'm going to eat warmed up, so I'm hoping it's nice. I did get the apple high juice. Lidl has not had the 50% sugar-free one in for ages. Don't know if they've stopped doing it. and it is my favourite flavour. So I'm just going to get the full sugar one until Lidl hopefully bring back the other one. This is the main reason I went, because I used the last one today. Now obviously there's 7 in a pack, but because when I was sick I didn't have coffee for at least 2 weeks, maybe a bit longer. I have finished them early because when I got sick I was part way through a pack. So I should have got 2 because they've put a lot of the prices back up on the Tassimo in Asda. Asda, they were all just below £4. Now some of them are nearly £5 and some are just over £5. And this is the only one that was still just under £4. It was £3.98, so I should have got 2. This is one of these Systema. This is for the husky, £3.50. I've needed to get her one of these for ages because she goes to see and play with her friends once a week, sometimes more, and her food goes with it, and I keep putting them in food bags. And obviously the food bag gets binned, even though if it was at home I would keep using it because I reuse food bags unless I've put something liquid in it, and I use it until it's worn out. So this is more economically, environmentally friendly. I'm presuming the amount that I give her, which does vary, the amount I send her with varies on how much she's eaten the day before, because she can go days without touching her own food. She's always got plenty of food in a dish, but huskies are very good at storing their energy, so sometimes she'll have a couple of mouthfuls and won't eat anything out of her food dish for the rest of the day. Some days she'll eat half of it, some days she'll eat the full amount and want more. And she can have more because what I put in a dish is less than what she's allowed in a day. But because she rarely ever eats it all, I don't bother putting loads in. So depending on what she eats today is how much I'll set her for tomorrow. But I'm presuming a litre tub is big enough. I made a recipe yesterday and I needed barbecue seasoning. Now when I moved I did have a barbecue seasoning. Now I do have a box that's full of all the seasonings and I couldn't find the barbecue seasoning, so it either didn't fit in the box and I've put it somewhere else, because there is something we've not unpacked and I'm hoping everything that's missing from the kitchen's in there. If it's not, don't know where it is. So I got it in, even if I find the one I've got it. So I basically couldn't use this in the recipe, so part of the recipe was barbecue sauce, so I put a bit extra barbecue sauce in. And the only brand that they had was Schwartz. They didn't have Asda's own because I was looking for ages. So this is my favourite kitchen hand wash. They don't do it in Tesco, and I get this when it's on offer in Asda. I'm currently using the Curex version, which isn't as nice, but it's not bad actually. Don't mind it. So I picked up 2 in case that when I finish the first one, if they don't have any on offer or I don't go to Asda, I've got 2. I got that because I don't have any chocolate. When I went on Tuesday, I picked one of these up. I think they're £3.98. They had the refills, but there's no price on the refills. Now, I used to have one of these, and potentially I've still got it because I've still got at least a third, if not half of the stuff still packed. I'm being serious. And the fact that I've not needed anything, do I actually need it if I don't know I've got it? And it smells gorgeous. I've got it in the hallway. And when I came out my bedroom the next morning, I could smell it upstairs. I'm like, that is absolutely stunning. I'm getting a second one because I can reuse the unit. And I wanted the scent again, so I've got a second one. And that is everything that I've picked up, and it was just under £30. Let me know if you think it's worth that. Why do I feel there's something missing? There can't be, because that was £3.50. Also, I needed a kitchen scale, and I didn't get one because it said it only measured ounces and grams, and it didn't measure millilitres and whatever the other one is. Kilograms. No, grams would measure kilograms. Oh, I'm so stupid. There was 3. There was a cheap one that didn't have a price on, but you could tell it was a lot cheaper than the others. There was a £6 one, and then there was an £8 one, and I should have got the £8 one or the £6 one. And because it didn't say kilograms, it said grams, which is actually, it does go up to 2 kilograms. Or was it 5 kilograms? I'm so stupid. So now I need to get one tomorrow, because when I measured my recipe out yesterday, didn't have a weighing scale and I had to guess. So God knows if I was anywhere near the amounts. So it would have actually been nearly 40 if I'd got the weighing scales. So £3.54, £3.50, whatever, £4. So I think it is right at being £29. £28, that is a lot of money for what I got. Like, oh, I'm not actually shaking, it was, God, I am shaking. I am, it's because I've not eaten. Yeah, God, it is, what cost £2? Simply Shake. Oh, that was the herb, the barbecue. Anyway, yeah, that was £28. I don't think it's worth it. I bet you 5 years ago or 4 years ago, I bet this would have been £20. But anyway, shouldn't moan because everything's just going to get more expensive. But yeah, that's what I got. And this is part 1 of my week food shopping tomorrow. I mean, I don't know where I'm going tomorrow. I'm not even going to plan ahead, but hopefully Lidl. I mean, I actually do like Lidl. The fruit and veg is really good in there, and the salad. Not that I'm planning on getting salad. The chicken's good. I prefer it to Tesco. I don't like Tesco's chicken at all. I need to see if I'm going to do any recipes, but I definitely need to get some scales, and it's just shopping for me. Because they've got a chicken Kiev in the freezer. They've got a lamb shank. I need to check the date on that. I might need to freeze it. I'm presuming they can be frozen. But yeah, it's just food for me. Let's see how much I spend. Because I spent 20 on Tuesday, for 30 today, that's 50. So yeah, any questions, let me know. If you're new here, please subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And don't forget to check out the next part. Thank you so much for watching.